What's up, guys? It's your boy IP, and today I'll be doing something different. I'm not going to be doing a beat breakdown. I'm going to show you how to mix and master your songs for not really beginners, but I'm going to show you how I mix and master my songs, my beats. Sorry. So first things first, I'm going to play the beats for you. Maybe just the hook, and maybe I'll play everything from the beginning so that you just get the whole idea of the beat and how it's sounding before I start mixing. So I know you get the whole jack of the beat. So first things first, what I start doing if I'm mixing my beats, if you notice, I like to color my stuffs. So what I do is I put the whole like one shot of sound. So my drums, my percussions, like one shot. I put them in the first, like they come first before my VSTs, which will be my chords that I've played. So what I do is I put my kick first, then I get my snare, then I move it up. And how I'm moving this is I just hold alt, then highlight what I want to move, then I just press the up button on my keyboard. So what I do is I first start with my kick. I put the kick first. If I have an 808 or or a log drum, I put it first. I put the 808 or the log drum first, then my kick comes second. But this beat I don't have any log drum, so I'm using my kick. My kick is on the first, then my snare and rim, then my percussions and my shakers comes under it. So what I do is I will highlight this my drum section, then I color it. If you notice my beat, I love to color my stuff to just know where I'm going with my whole stuff. So I'm just going to color this and accept. Then I come to my VSTs. Let me move this, my VSTs, then I highlight it the same way I did it. Then I come here to select color gradient, then I select the first one, then click this, and I select the second one, then I hit OK. So this, I know for a fact that what I do is color my stuff, and this here is just the normal my drum fills. So I'm going to highlight this, and I'll come to my mixer channel and come to the first insert and right click, and when I right click, I'm just going to come to channel routing, then I route selected channels starting from this track, then my whole drums is, I know, is around this place. Then I come to my VSTs and just select them, then I do the same. So I give room for on my mixer channel, and I'm going to show you why I'm doing it. So I just come maybe to this and do the same thing, this, and I come to the second one and I do the same. So okay, so let's start mixing now. So what I normally do is when I'm starting is I come to the master channel, and this is like the stereo separation. if you do this, you're separating it, and if you do this, you're merging it. So I'm just going to merge everything on the master channel, so that I can hear the sound good. I just put it there so that I can understand where my mix is going. So first things first, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come and start with my kick. So let's EQ this kick. I'm using the Fruity Parametric EQ. So as you can see, my kick has some of this high end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it. We don't really need that for our kick, so I'm just going to cut it maybe to around here, and I'm going to leave it like this. Then I'm going to come to my rim, and I'm going to just put this, and I'm going to cut out the bass, the low end. So I'm just going to come right click here, then cut 40 hertz to 18 hertz. So I'm just going to cut this to around this, then maybe cut out a little bit of the high, cut this a little bit. Then I'm just going to come to the other one, put the same EQ, and I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm just going to hear this. Okay, then my shaker, I'm going to put it and do the same thing. For my shaker, I'm going to take out most of the low end. I don't really need it, and a little bit of the high end, so it sounds like this. Then my percussions, just going to come here. So I'm just going to cut this, and I'm just going to copy this thing, copy it to this channel. So I'm just going to left click, then save preset as, and put it here for my hi-hat. So this is my hi-hat. So I'm just going to make this, yeah. Then I'm going to do the same thing, save as preset and drag it. And this one, it's just a reverse hat. So I'm just going to play everything. So basically what I've done right now is cleaning my sound. I'm just cleaning the sound. So I'm just going to play my rim. I don't think this rim is too harsh to the ears, so I'm just going to play and listen. So let me just try cutting some of this frequency here. I'm just going to make this notch and cut this a little, and I think I'm going to cut around the this place. I'm just going to cut it here, because I think if I come to mix, it's going to be a problem for me, so I'm cutting it. So what I do is I'm just going to start mixing now. So mixing is basically just blending everything together to sound good. So this is really loud, so I'm just going to bring it down a little bit. Then this, my kick, I'm just going to bring my kick a little bit down too. Then I put my shaker. Then my percussion, my hi-hat. So I'm just going to go and select this. How I select it is I hold the control and select everything that I want. Then I come here and route to this track only. I right click and route to this track only. What that does is everything I selected is going to be on this channel, so I can work more on it. I can work on all the sound that I selected. Mind you, I did not select the kick, I just select my snare and the other percussions. So I'm just going to rename this drum bus, and I'm going to put a little bit of color to it, so that I know. So what I do is I put my EQ there, and I cut this high and I cut the low, and if I have any frequencies I don't like, I can work on it. I'm just going to add a little bit of cleaning this, and I'm going to put this a little bit up. Then I'm just going to move it. How I'm moving it is I'm holding my alt. So I'm holding my alt, then I use the left and right button. So I'm just going to bring it down a little bit to match my kick, or maybe even less. So I think I'm done with my mixing this, but since I'm doing like a beginner's guide, this thing, I'm not beginner's guide tutorial, so I'm not going to go in depth on the stereo separation, how I do it. I'm going to do it on my next video, but I'm not going to show you right now because it's going to be a whole lot of work for you guys. So I'm just going to continue with the basic mix. So I'm coming to this to my guitar. So okay, this. So let's start cleaning this. Just going to bring this frequency down a little. Here, I'm going to bring it down a little too. Then I go to the next one. I'm just going to put this EQ. If you notice, I'm putting this type of EQ to all my sound. Is basically to just clean out the low ends and the high for sound that I have. So this EQ, this type of EQ that I'm putting here, this is just clean everything. It's not really for taking out harsh frequencies. That's why you see most of my beat I'm using 2 EQs on it. Don't feel scared to use multiple EQs on one sound. So I think this should be the frequency that I don't like. Yeah, so I think I'm done with this, and I'm going to clean this. Just going to clean this, maybe add another EQ. I'm going to take out this. I don't really like this sound, this frequency, so I'm just going to add this. I'm just going to add this cleaning EQ. I call it cleaning EQ. So I'm just going to clean this sound, and I think I'm done with this. I'm not going to cut out anything. I'm going to put on an EQ here too to clean this. As you can hear, this sound has more of the beast thing, so I'm just cutting a lot of the low. I don't think I'm going to EQ this or cut out any frequency that is harsh here, or let me just cut this. So basically it's just the feeling, it's just the feeling on how you mix. I'm going to clean this. So let's start mixing this sound. So when you're mixing, you have to think of what you want first to be on the main lead. So I think this should be on the main lead. then this chord comes under, then this should be under, oh, so I'm just going to bring this down. I don't think it needs to be this high. And this, so I'm going to highlight this. When I highlight it, I'm going to route it to this channel, and I'm going to rename this melody bus. So I'm going to EQ this. First, I'm going to use the cleaning EQ. Just going to clean it. Then add another EQ to find any hash frequency somewhere around here. Just going to reset this. Bit, then something around here to cut it, then I'm going to play my drum. So I'm just going to move this here to see how it's sounding. I'm just going to add it a little bit and add this. Yeah, so I think we're having a good beat now, mixed beat. So I'm just going to come and turn this off and reset it, so you can hear the difference with this and without it. So I don't think there's a lot that I need to do. I'm just going to play this. So these are just sounds that I think they're already well. So let me play this with the beats. Just bring this down. Alright, and I think pretty much that's how you mix a beat. First things you need to do is clean your sound. Second thing you need to do is find the hash frequencies, then you cut the hash frequencies, then you start blending in your sound, then you just go with your feeling, just do what you feel like doing. So for the next video I'll be mastering this beat. So if you want to see how I master this beat, so please drop a comment and I'll do the video on how I master this beat. Thank you and peace.